Alrighty. Hello, hello, and welcome. This is the 5.5 point gaming, right? Oh shit. I can't even hear you now because you muted your mic. Poison, come back. There we go.
Just in TeamSpeak.
Just in TeamSpeak, yeah. I was like, I can't hear you. You're muted.
Ah, okay.
Alright, here we go. Alright, but it's 5 point gaming, right?
Yes.
Alright, well, this is 5 point gaming. It's the first matchup. This is Team 2 and Team 3, but we have them called Crazy Killers versus Captain Levi Shits and Giggles. So, the bands are coming out. This is Tokidoki Eris, and I am joined with me today by Poisonberry,
Hello, hello.
and I don't know, this isn't your first time casting, right? You've done it before?
Oh yeah. I've done several 5 point gaming and a couple plans use me for internal matches as well.
Nah. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Alright. And he watches a lot of Dota, so he's gonna know what's up. So we have the bands quickly coming out. The Ember Spirit Death Prophet band from Shits and Giggles, and the Bristleback Faceless Void coming out from Crazy Killers. What do you think about the Faceless Void ban?
Well, Faceless is a favorite of a couple of the people on Captain Levi's team, so I can see that one being a quick draw for them.
All right, yeah.
The Captain and then the bands on Levi's team, I think it's just kind of a standard bands. I'm not really thinking either of those two characters are heavy hitters on Crazy Killer's team, but
Yeah,
we shall see.
yeah. Well, Bristleback is also in general just a pain in the ass to deal with.
Hmm.
Oh,
See now this one you can almost see because every time we watch pro games, I want to say that it was Turbo, just like
yep.
oh my god they got a Shadow Shaman. I'm like the biggest fan in the world of Shadow Shaman. So to see this pick come out is not a shock.
Oh, it's not. Turbo's definitely going to be on Shadow Shaman.
Hmm.
That
Yes,
is him.
absolutely.
Alrighty, and we have Ancient Apparition being picked up by Shits and Giggles. Of course, that's pretty standard, I think, as well. Um,
Hmm. That's kind of an interesting draw though for them. I'm not really. I mean, obviously a very powerful character, but not one that I'd be fine picked by the people. Although we have a stand out today, that I'm not familiar with, and Boomed as well. I'm not as familiar with. So maybe this is a character that they really reach for.
I am familiar with Neo. He's actually from 18 Speak that I came from.
Okay.
Oh, that might be Neo.
Mm,
He loves him some Salt Shaker. Although,
that's it's a really good pick across the board. Obviously, a very powerful character for support, but one that I see picked quite often in almost every 5PG game. They love their Earthshaker.
they
Yes.
love their Salt Shaker.
Yes. That and the Shadow Friend.
The Shadow Friend. Oh, okay, so we might see a Shadow Friend coming out.
A possibility, but I'd say given the people that I'm seeing on either team, I mean, we could go anywhere with it at this point.
Alrighty, because
Axe is a favorite.
I don't really know this group too well. I only play really with Turbo. I play with Vast. He's not in this match.
Hmm.
I don't play with a lot of them, so I'm gonna look to you for insight on that.
Well, Sizzle is still looking for his character. I think he's a really big Axe player, probably
Hmm.
his single favorite. But I mean, every one of these guys can play, a huge number of heroes. But it's I think they're looking at their draw now, going, what's a good counter pick, planning out their lanes.
Yeah.
Um,
So, do you see tri lanes being used, or do you think that dual lanes are just gonna be used?
I think we're almost guaranteed to see a tri lane.
Okay.
That's the picks I'm looking to see here. But again, they might just be going to mix it up, especially if there's a greedy pick on one of the other teams. I might punish them by going dual lane, but I haven't seen that happen in too many games yet.
Alrighty. Um, well, I think that Centaur Roadrunner seems to be going in the off lane because he's the one that is the sturdiest, most durable on SNG right now.
Quick escape.
Yeah, but that's only when he gets his level 6.
Yeah, so we'll have to see what I don't expect the Earthshaker to go in the hard lane, so we'll have to see what we're going to be. I'm expecting that draft to pop up here any second to counter the Centaur.
Yeah, Clockwork, he's open. I mean,
Mm.
obviously, I don't know the everyone in here so well, but
I'm
Clockwork
thinking
is a good off
that
laner.
possibly a Timbersaw wouldn't
Hmm.
be a bad pick here.
And that's also interesting because Timbersaw is also one of a favorite of Turbo's.
Hmm.
So it is possible that we might see Timbersaw if the other team, if Crazy Killers can play, besides Turbo,
Yeah,
because
Michael's kind of a wild card too because he's been playing a lot of different heroes lately to try and mix up his game a bit. Um,
yes, we
so
don't
that should be
speak
interesting.
about him.
Oh, see, there's an odd pick. That's not one I would have expected to see. So I wonder if that's one this Neil's picking up.
Mm,
I don't see a lot of Slardar play.
well, he's been used a lot more frequently in professional and league tournaments. He's
So maybe they're
probably
just running with that.
he's probably gonna go against the Centaur, because of course Slardar has a very good escape as well with his
Hmm.
sprint. He has a much better escape than Centaur, so he can also get chased down. He can chase down the Centaur if he's very low health. Although he has to be careful because, of course, he does take more damage when he's sprinting.
Hmm.
Um,
This would be an interesting pick. So we see as far as bands go, we've got a Storm Spirit band and the Tiny. So we're looking at tankiness of the team so far. I would expect these guys to beef up just a bit.
which guys?
Centaur's got a good late game. Um,
SNG?
I just mean across the board.
Okay.
Neither one has really got a huge damage damage taker.
Yeah, I mean, Earthshaker, relative. I mean, for a support, he can take a lot of damage.
But it's just very similar to Centaur, and they're kind of a wash there. So as far as both teams go, I think neither one really has anything amazingly tanky late game. But we're also still waiting to see what they throw into their off lane here. I mean, into their safe lane or their. Geez, they got a lot of stuff that they can pull out of their pockets here.
It's also possible that Centaur might be going safe lane if they're expecting a really difficult tri lane. Because Slardar can also go into the tri lane. I think that he will go against the Centaur
Mm-hmm.
in a mano y mano kind of thing, but I'm not quite sure. I mean, there's still the possibility that he will
Oh.
be. Okay, and the Alk.
Mm-hmm. Which could, again, they could throw a curveball and play either one of those two in either of those two lanes. But as far as just overall disable capability right now, Crazy's got a lot more a lot more disable.
A lot more gank potential, a lot more kill
Hmm.
potential early on.
Initiation's a huge.
Yeah. Um, so it wouldn't surprise me if we actually see Crazy Killers going for an aggressive tri lane.
Yeah, see, very nice separation using Fisher to separate especially if they're played in the safe lane, to separate the heroes up there, get one on the far side with the creeps, and just want to get pecked alive, which would be an easy pickup for whatever we're going to be playing up there or seeing up there.
Well, also, I mean, in the off lane for the Dire, you can also do it at an angle so that Centaur can't escape.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, that's
there's
a great counter.
and now we have
Oh,
Drow. She's the tri lane component.
yeah. There's their silence they're looking for to try and shut down um, some of the capabilities we're going to see from Captain Leva. But yeah, it's just overall damage potential right now still looking really heavy in the favor of Crazy Killers and lockdown in my opinion.
They do have quite a bit of lockdown for Crazy. A lot.
Mm,
Invoker. Surprise.
yes.
I really am not surprised to see this pickup. Just
Now
Invokers played a lot.
we're going to see a lot of Invoker play today, unless he's banned out. It's gonna happen in
Tired.
almost every game.
Tired of seeing Invoker. See him all the time. Even
Well,
before
they're all really good
patches.
with him. Though. Almost every team has a good Invoker, so it's going to be. It's not going to be a. Okay, you can shut down the Invoker early and keep down. I think all these teams have a good Invoker, good smart player.
Well, I mean, you saw that Dendi.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. he kind of got controlled, but against a Naga too, which is interesting.
And he even went
It's,
Exhort.
well, and the base damage is so much bigger on Naga than Invoker early
Hmm.
on in the game. But that was still, I mean, the Crystal Maiden ganks that we saw against Dendi really kind of, I don't know that Naga probably could have killed him on his own early on.
Spoilers.
But yeah, oops.
It's all right. Okay. And now, who do you think that we're gonna see? We're gonna have there. There needs to be a mid for crazy.
Well, they might be putting Drow mid, but
Mm,
they they may do that. But I really think we
mm,
need a lot more.
I
Well,
don't.
we have some good CC up there, but I think we need. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna
Huh.
say I need a little bit more CC would be, especially with the lockdown we've got. You need to do the damage once you're holding them.
All right. So I guess Gyro will be in the tri lane. Gyro's typically a tri lane hero, but
Hmm.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with Drow going mid.
Yeah, we could see a Gyro mid. Could see a Shadow Shaman mid. I mean, I guess any one of these could mid. I mean, really, it's really. I think what Crazy's trying to do is just mix up their game because again, these guys do play together fairly often, so they're just throwing some curveballs out there to kind of confuse everybody. Which, of
Mm,
course, is going to lead to me being confused because I'm used to seeing what's typical.
yep.
But
But
I like the creativity of the picks at least.
I still think that we're gonna see a tri lane at least for crazy.
Yeah, I would say it's almost a guarantee that we're going to see tri lane from either of these two teams. I mean,
I
we're just so
mean,
used to tri laning. But again, that's because they're used to it. Doesn't mean they're going to do it. And we've got the Luna.
so
The
it'll be
Luna.
support Alk.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be
Yeah.
support Alk, AA, Luna. Do you think it'll be safe lane?
Yeah. This is well, we've got a lot of there's their damage potential coming out from Levi to kind of make up for I think was a little bit lax on their side. It really evens out the game. And they needed that pick. They needed the big, heavy damage dealer,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be Luna.
Alrighty. Um, Interesting. But I believe we will probably see. Because you want to get kills on the drow too. But before we start speculating more about the games, let us introduce the teams. For shits and giggles, on the Radiant side, we have the Haterade, Sportin' That Invoker. We
User
have
joined your channel.
We can't
Kalibware
hear you guys in
on
game.
Luna. You're not supposed.
User
They can't
left your
hear us in
channel.
game.
Oh,
Boomed
he says they can't hear us in game, but I think that
playing the Ancient Apparition. Random glitched on the Alchemist on that support, and the standout Nate on the Centaur War Runner. And will you introduce
User
Poison
joined
for
your
us?
channel.
Hey
yep.
guys, it's Storm here. Can you guys open your mics on
We
Dota
did.
TV?
They're open.
No, yeah,
Can
we're open.
we can't hear you.
It
Oh,
might be
interesting.
because you're actually spectating, not in you're spectating in game, not watching from what 2 minutes behind.
Okay. Well, thank you for casting again, and hope you the best for all y'all.
All right.
Anyway, Storm out.
Try and see if it works if you leave the game that you're in and then just like watch my game that I'm casting.
Yeah,
See if that'll
Okay,
work.
because
will
we
do.
do see the mic lights inside the game here, so I think
Yeah.
we're doing okay.
Okay,
Okay,
so that's pretty much all of us. All right, thanks guys.
yeah.
Bye.
Okay, looks like we have an
User
early
left your
smoke gank here
channel.
coming out from the side of the Dire, looking for a pickoff here. Ancient Apparition going back toward his tower. Obviously, nobody revealed yet, so they don't know what to expect. This looks like Trilane's going to issue forward,
Poison.
and
I need you to introduce the players.
oh,
Well,
sorry,
apparently there's
just a
gonna be
little action
action
here
going
going
on.
on.
Random
Alchemist
glitch
is
gonna
getting
get shackled.
hammered. First blood. Okay, on the side of the Dire, we have Michael playing the gyrocopter. We have Crazy Cool playing the draw. Captain Turbo is sporting his Shadow Shaman today. Sizzla on the Slardar. And last but not least, we have Neo Rage on the Salt Shaker. Getting
Alrighty.
the first blood here out of the door.
Yep, yep. Alchemist.
Gyro picked up a double damage, heading mid.
Alright, so it will be a gyro mid. That'll be interesting. He also pulled a wave.
Mm-hmm.
He brought the wave
That was
with
nice.
him.
Walked all the way over from the side lane.
Hmm. Definitely. Although he's taking
Did a
quite a
lot
bit
of
of
great
damage from those
damage.
creeps. Alright, apparently people are reconnecting. Let's see. Alrighty. Now we have just
Did
okay,
a bit of a
let's
dual mid there for a moment. I don't know what happened if I brought him something mid.
he probably was just heading. They might just be dual laning it up.
Had him seem to do some human courier in the past.
Oh, well, possibly. That is also a complete possibility. Let's see. Do you have anything else that you didn't have before? No, because he is
No,
six
he looks
slided
pretty
already.
standard. Yep.
Alright, we have Nate going around trying to get a kill on this Shadow Shaman or Sizzla. Trying to just kill someone. Although Sizzla's pretty low if he's not careful.
Mm-hmm.
The standout might double edge him and kick his butt. It's completely, utterly possible. Alrighty, let's hope that those of you that are watching in Dota TV actually can hear us now. Um, alright. Okie dokie. Because I've actually had that happen before where I... Oh, EMP Blast. There's some action going
Yep.
mid.
And no follow up from it, but definitely took some. Definitely took a hit, a little over half health, but not in any danger.
Alright, yeah, I think he already used the tornado. There's a pause coming out. There's probably lag or mouse issues. Alrighty. Well, since we are waiting for mouse issues to be solved, let's look at the items. For SNG, we of
Yeah.
course have Invoker rushing those phase boots, of course, to help his damage out. Since he is going to be a Quas Wex Invoker, his damage output is very, very low.
No, and I kind of expected to see a bottle as well.
Mm,
Because he does have good rune control capability, but he's running without a
mm.
bottle.
I
Um,
I don't really see Invoker doing much rune control normally.
yeah.
Just because that's he needs those levels. Although he is going for the illusion, he's
Mm-hmm.
probably just trying to get some more right click damage on the gyro on Michael here in mid. Let's see. All right, we have
Yeah.
59
There's a cold
damage.
snap.
All
No
right.
follow up. But
Yeah,
again, just he's doing a nice job of keeping him back a bit, but really no immediate danger.
yeah, he needs to deny a bit more, honestly. Um, I mean, he has 3 denies, but he needs to do a bit more to keep that in on his side of the river. At least that's
See,
what I think.
Michael, hailing from Australia, is
Oh, Michael's from
sitting at about
Australia.
yeah, it's about I think 5 in the morning there right now. So
Ugh.
early morning play.
All right. And did I not tell you that Neo was going to be on the Salt Shaker?
Oh, you did. You called that. You definitely called
Ah,
that one.
Salt Shaker. Although we both expected tri lanes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is interesting. I would have bet money that either of these two teams would have put a Pulse Tri-Lane, or at least one of them. Because we don't have a very greedy draft. I mean, anybody could have done anything here, but I would have bet money we would have
Oh, the
Tri-Lane.
Stomp comes out from Centaur as well as the Double Edge Turbo. It might turn around on Nate. Nope.
Yep. Well, hold in place, but not enough output yet.
Yeah. Also, Centaur does have his Tranquil Boots up. So that's going to help him. Even if he does get harassed, he'll be able to come back in lane full force shortly afterwards. Huh.
Like, Luna is sitting at 16-3.
Indeed, she is. I actually have the last hits and denies up for the viewers in our in Twitch, so that it just is randomly there, so that they can check it
Mm-hmm.
out at their leisure. Although Haterade getting that haste rune, he does have his phase boots up now. He just needs to get it delivered to him. Although Luna is taking that courier right now.
If Radiant top top three spots are all held by the Radiant in the last hit deny category so far.
Oh,
Alchemist throwing his concoction.
it's
Will
not gonna work.
connect on a draw, but a little close to the tower and not
Oh,
enough follow up.
nope, it wasn't. Not
Oh,
enough
so
follow up. It
close
was
though.
so close. Let's see how
Yep.
much health that
Right around
poor
100.
girl had. Yeah, she was at 139. That's very upsetting.
Action mid here. We got a heat-seeking missile coming in an Invoker, but I think he's going to be able to get to safety. Yep, no follow-up. It won't get too close to the tower there.
Alrighty. And now, let's see. Crazy Cool gonna eat a tango, and Neo's going to be eating, or not eating, using a clarity so that he can throw out those fissures like it's nobody's business. Gyro is gonna be rotating, so it looks as though they're trying to kill the centaur, slow down that blink, because he definitely is going to be very, very scary when he ends up getting that blink.
Well, Radiance is taking a dominant position here in both the XP and gold per minute graphs there. All 5 characters are on the board for both over the Dire team. So at this point, it's really Radiant on fire, which is interesting given that the fact we've got some camping going on down below waiting for an overextension.
Okay, when you said
That
that
they're
there was
still able.
gold, are you talking about net worth?
Oh, hang on a second.
Because
I
net
may have
worth
had
is
that.
not quite. Although there might be a
Yep.
kill on random glitch.
Oh,
They silence them,
that was.
fissure, but Boomed is going to keep them away.
Well, Michael almost took a bath in his own blood mid too with the double damage room coming out on the Invoker.
Although now we're
Oh,
going
I'm
to
sorry.
have
I actually
Nate
had my
in a
graph
trouble.
sorted there, so yeah, I had my graph sorted there. So and so we're looking for. Does Invoker have? I was going to say we're looking for Sunstrike on this Centaur up top, but Invoker is not ready there.
Well, Centaur's also on the same team.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. Duh.
It's alright. He's also
Hey, he should kill his own
Quaswex.
teammate. Oh, Invoker walking through at the ward there. We'll get
Yep.
spotted out.
Pings coming out from Turbo
And he's going to be in
going.
trouble too. He's going to have a
Oh,
hold from heat-seeking missile incoming as well. This is going to
the
spell
Rocket
disaster.
Barrage.
Yep.
Shadow Shaman actually going to get the kill on that. That was completely thanks to Turbo that honestly, I think that was completely thanks to Turbo that that kill happened. Because, of course, if he had not been shackled in place, he would have run away. And I mean, of course, you had the damage output from Michael and Slardar, but I think that it was instrumental in their kill.
And we've got a TP going bottom. Sardar sighting. He's probably not getting enough farm top. Wants to come down and bother the core lane here.
I just think that he's actually just coming in just to get a kill.
Yep. Now we've got four. We've got 4 bottom on the side of Radiant with gifts coming in the form of wards to the Alchemist, who's pulling and stacking here. Actually, he's at the 19, so he's going to be just pulling.
Yeah.
Looking for a little bit of creep swell into the tower, so a little bit more forward momentum.
Yeah. Although they should be stacking for the Luna very quickly, or relatively soon. And it seems as though we're going to have a rotation, actually. We're going to have Slardar and Neo down here, and Drow is going to take mid.
Mm-hmm.
She is not. She has been having a terrible time, honestly. She has 5 last hits in 8 minutes. That is
Yeah,
less
that's
than
terrible.
a last hit a minute.
But she's been kind of playing, I think, the support to letting Earthshaker do his stuff. But he's not either. He's got a horrible. He's been playing his support across the board. It looks like.
Yeah, I think it's just because they've had random glitched and everyone trying to get. They end up trying to get kills, but it's not going to work. And the heat-seeking missile not going to land, of course. The tower and Luna making sure of that.
Yeah, both the supports on the side of the Radiant have one has 1 last hit and one is 0. It's typical, but we're seeing a lot more. Obviously, the kills are helping out the side of the Dire just a
All
bit.
right,
The
we have
support's getting
Invoker
some capability. That was a little bit of a battle
rotating
going
mid.
on bottom here.
Yeah, we have the cold snap coming out from
Oh,
Michael, and Eclipse goes off from
damage
Luna.
coming out on Luna. Jeez, cleaning up.
Oh, yep,
Invoker throwing
that's
an
dead.
EMP.
Completely and utterly dead.
That's-
And now it looks as though they can possibly just. Okay, so apparently this Invoker actually goes for a bottle.
Yeah, this room
Normally I
control
don't see.
capability mid was really kind of
Mm,
a little. I don't know. He seems to. Maybe just a player.
It's possible
He
because
tends to be a lot more about room control.
yeah, that might be it because I normally don't see invokers going for bottles. I think they normally tend to just stay in lane so that
Mm-hmm.
they can get.
Alchemist out the illusion rune for Invoker, who's heading into battle again.
And we're gonna have
Gyro's going to contest
Gyrocopter
this
gonna
one though,
meet.
perhaps.
Yeah, gonna
Nope.
meet
Oh,
Random
he's getting
Glitch.
distracted here. Saw something shiny going in. There's the silence.
Oh no,
Oh, this is going to be
Random
a
Glitch is
red ramp.
so dead.
Yeah,
So
very dead.
dead.
Heat-seeking missiles not even going to have a place to land.
That I that was a poor life choice on Random Glitched part.
Mm-hmm.
Drow now
No
getting
warding.
her power treads. Although they do have a ward right here to look at the for rotations as well as here to watch rune. Although I'm not quite sure if I
Oh, there goes
agree
the
with that.
EMP up top, and the silence is out, and it looks like we have going to have. Oh, this is a very close. Oh, the double edge killing out,
The call down
and
is
we've
gonna
got.
come out. Centaur we're gonna get a kill on Shadow, Shaman, and Drow, but it looks as though Michael gonna end up
Oh, it's a
getting the
big blood
kill.
trade going on here. Oh, but Michael's going to live, be able to pull out quickly.
Heck
That is
yes.
not a good trade uh, for the Dire.
No, it is not. Although it is good that uh, Michael lived, because of course he got a kill and um, he survived to keep the
You know,
gold.
I love to do in the heat-seeking missile is the cinematic mode. Watch the heat-seeking missile in on the. I think that's just hilarious. Love the cinematic mode. Little added drama. Looks like we got a nice three-man pileup going on in the bottom here, and a Luna who is about to get surrounded. No, they did have a ward, but oh,
All
here we
right,
go.
the Lucent Beam's gonna come out, but we're gonna
Yep,
have the ultimate
this
from
is going to
Slardar
be. Yep, so
blocking
there's
the
the block
escape.
there. Oh, and the hold in place. This is going to be a very dead Luna.
Yes, yes, it is. All right, Slardar gonna get that kill. Much needed gold in his pocket.
Looks like they're going to come and try and clean it up here.
Run, run, Slardar,
Oh,
run.
we've got a good follow up, but yep, Jet Slardar. The wards are down. Dishing out some damage, but not enough.
No, indeedy not. So we have Turbo and Slardar falling in that exchange, just for a Luna, which don't really think that that's doing too well right now. I'm gonna switch over to the net worth, of course, Centaur War Runner doing work. Although we're gonna have a Fissure
Oh,
coming
we got
out, trying to get the last
Centaur taking
hits.
ward damage. Look at
Yep.
that.
He's like, peace. I'm gonna go TP out after I go in the trees.
Dro is finally getting a chance to free farm just a bit, up to 15-1 at the 13-minute mark.
Yeah, but her net worth right now is pretty bad. It is 2,200 gold.
Yeah, definitely not where you want to see your Dro at this point in the game.
No. All right, Sizzler just gonna be exploded. He's just. We're gonna have the Ancient Apparition
The AA
ulti
ult is
coming out,
out.
and the Luna
Lucid
gonna
Beam
pop her
follow-up on the
Eclipse.
AA ult. Oh, Invoker better watch his butt here. Dro is getting the good arrows off. One more hit, it's going to do it, and that's
Yep.
going to be a dead Invoker.
All right, that's good for Drow. Drow better back while I have the chance because I mean, of course, when Random Glitch comes in and gets that stun off, especially when she walks through that ice vortex. Ooh,
Oh,
that's
a
a dead
bad.
Drow. No,
Very good. Be very
you're gonna
close.
get away. Oh,
Yep, like she's going to make it.
that was super lucky. They just didn't have enough follow up afterwards. They weren't willing to dive. Although I'm not sure. I They had Shadow Shaman, so I think I would have been hesitant as well to dive for that.
Yeah, if the AA ultimate was up, he could certainly catch himself a Dro here, but it's not going to happen.
No, it's not because he already wasted it.
Yep.
And now
Well, actually, it is up, but he's going for there's a fountain shot right now. But it's going to be a lot too late.
yeah, she's already pretty much recovered. Luna now at the top of the net worth chart at about 5,000 net worth. Of course, Luna having extremely